Question. Who's ready to get into this BTS from Nobodies to Legends with me? This is the one that you guys recommended. This is the video from X Celeste. I appreciate you guys sending it my way. Many of you sent links and stuff, and I really am grateful. Okay? Let's crack open a fresh, ice-cold iced tea. Actually, you know what? I'm wearing my friend's t-shirt, so dang it. I guess I should have had a coffee for this video. Too late now. I'm way too lazy to restart this whole process again. So, yeah, there's that. Hey, thanks so much for the really nice comments to my mom. I let her know that you guys said hello, and she said hello back. She said 안녕하세요. And she wanted me to let you know that. So, yeah, I actually appreciate it. It's kind of cool because I feel like I'm doing a little bit of this now, kind of talking about her. Some of you have been so nice and wishing her well and stuff and giving me your own stories. I kind of feel like I'm taking this journey now with me, you, and her. The whole thing has turned into this kind of crazy thing that I really like. So thank guys. I appreciate you on that. Okay, so you have actually, you know what? I'm sure you do have an idea because I think we've all been there. The stage that I am at right now in the world of BTS, I know that pretty much every single one of you have been in this stage that I'm in right now. So I've been just really excited to see this. I enjoyed so much the 7 members video, and I've gone back and watched it again too. I just really enjoyed it. I felt like I got to know them, and as some of you know, that's one of my goals here is to learn about them as humans, as people, as well as their talent. So I've been really excited to see this. So many of you have commented this and dropped in my DMs and tweeted me and all that goodness. Yes, I'm thankful for you. All right, let's get into this. Let's go right to it. Hey, 2019, 18, 17. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I know it's just time. It's just years, but oh my gosh. It's so weird. I almost feel like I'm like looking at like pictures of like a little brother or something. Wow.
데뷔한 지 이제 오늘로 16일이니까 5일째인데요. 완전
My boy, right? Look at them glasses. Oh. Man, you know what? Hair looks fresh. Them glasses are sweet. Not exactly the same, but blacked out. I can definitely get behind those.
첫 자신입니다.
무슨 거예요?
네, 감독님들이 정말 저희들의
Sugar
이름을
looks so different to me there.
신인이다
Wow,
보니
okay.
이 이름표가 없이도 저의 이름을 정말 아셔서 저 얼굴만 보고도 누구신지 아실 수
Okay.
있거든요. 그날까지
Alright.
꼭 입어보도록 하겠습니다.
So somebody said that in the comments that it was just on the last video. So I saw you. I actually didn't write it down. I'm sorry I didn't say your name. I'll get to the comment. When I do a comment show, responding to comments on this video form, I will give you a shout out. But somebody mentioned that, and they said about that, how he wore sunglasses all the time back in the day. He just gave a little explanation of that. That was, oh my gosh, this is almost like, it's like destiny going to this video next after that comment. Now it all makes sense because I didn't really know. Okay. Struggle, low on budget, sharing one room. Look at those bunk beds. Cut from the broadcast of shows. Wow, that's... Heck yeah, man. That makes you hungry.
정말 산 넘어 산이라는 말이 딱 맞는 게 정말 데뷔하면 모든 게 다 잘 되고 뭔가 괜찮을 것 같았는데 정말 또 더 큰 세상을 보니까 더 큰 고민을 하게 되고.
What? See, I have not heard any of this. They said they were accused or criticized of chart manipulation, plagiarism. Yeah, I've never heard any of this before. Criticized by the public.
What? Shut the front door.
Shut the front door. Exactly. Death. What?
한우가 끝나기도 전에 비난이 몰려온다. 열심히 하는 것만으로는 아무것도 이룰 수 없을 것 같았다. 열정, 노력은 아무 힘이 없는 것 같았다.
I mean, you gotta love it, right? I do. Good for them, man.
2021 made some really regrettable marks about BTS.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
Yikes.
Hey,
I don't
hey,
know.
hey.
I think they look very nice.
Oh, that is not what you were saying during the break.
How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys?
Listen, the guys were snubbed. They've broken all these records. They've had an epic year. They should be in all the major categories. I don't like the fact that they've separated them.
Sorry to interrupt you, Denny, but that's it's crazy because they constantly outsell American counterparts. Yeah. They outperform them, but they're still not acknowledged in the way they should be.
They're really trying to make.
Okay, I gotta tell you something. Gosh, man, my hair stood up for the wrong reasons. That whole little montage that we just went through there. I can't lie to you, man. Like I am really easygoing, and I am like, even if somebody's like is mean to me on Twitter or in comments on here, it just doesn't bother me. It's like raindrops; they just bounce off me. Dude, I started to get a little pissed off like watching that. Seriously, like I got a little. I'm gonna go watch back. I hope my face didn't get mean or anything there, but I'm watching this kind of like. I feel like my eyebrows getting a little raised as I was watching that. Jeez.
Retain their identity, and there is a barrier there when it comes to the Korean language. Like obviously, there's going to be some North American audiences that aren't going to have that on rotation, and it's still an issue with radio. That's the big thing.
Yeah,
like,
good music is good music, though.
Fans, I think they're like.
I'm like getting defensive, and it's like I'm talking to myself.
Anyone?
Can you describe that enthusiasm?
They brought a boy band from Korea to Grammys.
My next guest can only be described as an international music phenomenon. They have made Time Magazine's most influential list. They're the first Korean act to reach #1 on the Billboard charts, and they just became the first group since the Beatles to earn 3 #1 albums.
What?
In less
Okay,
than
I
a
did
year.
not know that. Holy smokes. So I want to give you a little quick thing. I love the Beatles. Okay, me and a billion other people love the Beatles. Okay. Love the Beatles, though, and like most, I would say, singer-songwriters or musicians, any of that stuff, I don't know about today, but I can tell you where I started. That's a cornerstone. I have my favorite era of music. My favorite era would be like the grunge rock era. That's just my favorite. Well, okay, I love 80s music, but I'm talking about when I write music. It's from that era. But it all started with the Beatles because, Lennon and McCartney, to me, it doesn't get any better than that in terms of songwriting, all of that stuff. So I feel like I'm a little bit of a historian on the Beatles, but wow, I did not know that. That is something else because if you go to Wikipedia one day and just type in the Beatles, you'll be amazed at all of their accomplishments. And in, I don't know, 10, 20 years, somebody's going to be sitting here. I don't even know if this kind of platform will be around. Is going to say, go to Wikipedia and look up BTS because I think you're going to see the same thing. Those kind of records and legendary things. I love that BTS, just like the Beatles right there. That was like Ed Sullivan. That was the Ludwig drum set. That's the iconic Ringo Starr Ludwig drum set, and it was in that black and white, and they had the suits on.
Member boy band has broken the record for the best-selling album here in Korea. Now, this album released this April has sold 3.4 million copies as of May.
BTS had the #1 best-selling physical album in the United States in the first half of this year.
Becoming the first Korean artist to win 2 trophies at the Billboard Music Awards in Las Vegas on Wednesday. The awards were Top Social Artist and Top Duo Group.
BTS has been named the Group of the Year on Variety's Hitmakers list. BTS performed at the U.S.'s most watched New Year's concert, New Year's Rockin' Me.
Wait, that's where I saw them. Do you remember I said that? I was like watching the ball drop. That's where I saw them. I saw them on there, and I actually remarked and said, man, they look good. They just look so good. You know what I mean? And the clothes and everything was just sweet. I wish I would have known them like I know them now when I saw it live.
Even more remarkable, considering most of their songs are not in English.
They're headlining 2 sold-out nights at Wembley Stadium, performing for 60,000.
So many of you have commented about being there at Wembley for this show. Look at that wave that I know is not phones now. That's insane. That's like one of my shows, 2000. Yeah.
An economic analysis showed that BTS's last concert in Seoul created nearly as much economic gains as the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics in 2018.
It is estimated that roughly 100,000.
That is a huge note because, you know, these cities, they bid, and they said there's all kinds of corruption when they bid trying to get the Olympics in their city because it's worth, economically, it's worth so much money. And what I just read there about BTS playing in Seoul, that is insane. Wow. I mean, what a huge thing. What a huge thing BTS is. Wow, what a
That number includes 23,000 foreign fans who came solely to see the concerts and their companions.
24% of ARMY were male, while a clear majority, 76%, were female. 24% were 10 to 19-year-olds, 26% were 20-year-olds, 19% were 30-year-olds, and hold on, this doesn't seem right.
Whoa.
27% were 40 to 49 years old.
Okay, I can tell you right now, I'm not that shocked only because of the comments and the messages I've gotten. A lot of people tell me their age, and I've made a comment back saying, I love it. I love it that people of all ages loves this group because that's what it should be all about. It's about love. It's about harmony and all these kind of things, and I was getting a kick out of that. So I've got messages from teenagers, 20 years old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50. I've got them from everybody, and I can tell you that actually warms my heart because that's what it's about, man. It's about bringing the love to everybody. That's what I think.
Hi, I'm Sam and I'm 34. Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm just over 50. I'm 56.
I'm 64. I'm 33. I'm 36 years old. Almost 48 years old.
I'm 44 years old. I have 2 children.
BTS, like, telling everyone to love themselves, to, like, you know, be who you are.
Yeah, be who you are. I love it. Love it.
And, you know, having a group of, like, musicians and, like, really talented people talking about, like, better yourself, love yourself, and, you know, become something good in life. It's actually good.
I love the band for their message. They're giving people who are misunderstood the belief that what they're doing is right, and I think that's very important. You should love yourself.
For a group that is such larger than life, that it can be so easy to like dehumanize them.
Yeah.
They really do a good job of keeping themselves like really like just natural and humble.
I've never seen a whole concert.
They just seem so humble.
I don't know how they do
just
it.
Down to earth.
They are amazing performers.
And we load up and we had a blast. We got out of our seats, we got right down in the pit and broke a sweat dancing.
Heck yeah.
As a group, BTS has previously teamed up with UNICEF and spoken in front of the UN about the importance of self-love.
Yes, you guys have let me know this.
We have learned to love ourselves. So now I urge you to speak yourself.
It's good words from RM, right?
방탄이라는 게 총알을 막아낸다는 의미잖아요. 총알처럼 쏟아지는 편견과 억압에서 이제 당당히 저희 세대에.
That's what that is. Okay. Because I saw that in Korean. Bangtan Bulletproof. I was wondering where that came from.
You know, I didn't know anything about love myself, but you guys taught me through your eyes, through your love, through your tweets, through your letters, through everything, you guys taught me and inspired me how to love myself. And loving myself is my whole life goal until my death. And you know, what is loving myself? What is loving yourself? I don't know. Who can define their own method and the way of loving myself? It's our mission to define.
Maybe it's a piano. It's like emotional, man.
It's never intended, but it feels like I'm using you guys to love myself. So I want to say one thing. Please use me. Please use BTS to love yourselves.
Did anybody else get the feels on that when they watched this for the first time? I'm glad I got my glasses on. Damn.
You guys taught me how to love myself every day. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Time's up.
That in and itself is an amazing accomplishment. Besides all the other stuff, wow, this whole thing is amazing. They were nobodies who became legends. Oh my gosh, that is... I was looking at the lights in the upper bowl, BTS Heart Army, the Purple Heart. Yo, man, that wasn't just really good. That was deep. Man, that's really got me thinking. I feel like I should cut the camera a second and just like think about. I want to get my thoughts together. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm not gonna make a cut, but oh man, couple things. You know, it's like, it's weird with this. I don't have anything to talk about the music or even their look. It's just everything that I just watched, everything I just witnessed on that video. That was a roller coaster of emotions, man. It was like this shock of seeing them when they were young and then up to 13, 14, 15, seeing the years. Well, actually it was backwards, but then, coming back to where they're at and then feeling happy, I know that they made it and they're the biggest band in the world and all these things. And then those derogatory things. And I got a little pissed off. I was a little mad because, it's hard. It's hard when you got people doing stuff like that and whatever, whatever it is that you do in life, it could be at a job that you have. It could be anything. If you're a artist trying to make it or whatever it is, right? I face my own crap in my life, being Asian, sometimes in a world that it just didn't fit. And sometimes that happens, But I think the message that really got me kind of emotional at the end of it is that I took it personal because I persevered. Yeah, I got out of all of that. I got out of it. And I'm not going to get too much into my story, but a little part of it is I grew up in the inner city, in a very poor inner city of Detroit. You Google that. And I'm not talking about outside the suburbs. I'm talking about in the city. That's how I grew up. Food stamps, look it up. Anyway, but having those things thrown at you, if it's hate, derogatory comments, discrimination, whatever it is, the things that maybe any of you may have felt or are feeling now, the things I felt, especially when I was younger, but I got out of that. I pulled myself out of it and made something of my life, and I'm actually doing these videos for fun with you guys. I'm having fun doing this. You know what I mean? That's where life has taken me. I'm able to do this and have fun with you guys. But I got to tell you, man, like seeing them persevere, becoming such big stars and putting in the work and having all these obstacles. And frankly, I got to tell you, man, as they were making it, and when I got a little bit emotional there the thought that was in my head was, for as much crap as they've taken from, because that's a big scale. You can have it like a little bit like I had, or maybe you had, or something in the street or whatever. But when you have it on a big scale and the whole world seems to be pushing you down, the media other people, probably other bands, other acts, behind closed doors, the stuff that they say about you, that kind of stuff. To have all that stuff thrown at you and weighted on your shoulders, and to be so darn positive at the end of it, when you've made it, you're on top of that thing, you're on top of the building shouting out, and instead of throwing it back in everybody's face, you know what these guys do? No. Let's love. I'm using you guys to find my self-love. Use me too. Use me too. That's inspiring. I'm not even kidding you. Okay. Take this wherever you want to take it. That might be one of the most inspiring things ever. No, seriously. Because everybody's in it for themselves. Everybody is. Every single person is. Just go look around the world. Everybody's in it for themselves. But man, oh man, RM speaking in English, so maybe that's why, I'm hearing what he's saying, because I hear him saying these words that I understand. But you can't tell me he doesn't mean it. You can't tell me he doesn't mean it. They don't mean it. The group doesn't mean it. I'm sure they all get together and they sit around and they talk about these things. How can we make a difference? How can we do it better? This is what I'm getting from it. I don't know this for a fact, but this is what I think. All right, that was really good. You know what? I was going to read some comments on here. I'm not going to do it. Not on this video. This video is too important. I don't want to take away from it. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to come back on another video here in a couple days, and I'm going to do a video show of comments because I want to respond to your comments. There's a whole bunch building up, and there were some really great questions. So I will do that. I'm going to do that in a separate video, okay? So look out for that one. If you don't want to check that one out, that's all good. I get it. I understand. But if you left a comment, and hopefully I'll try to get to it in one of those shows, yeah, let me know that. And then I guess in the comments of this video, I always have like a question for these videos. So here's the thing for this one. In the comments below, leave me your question. If you have any questions, it can be about music in general, my thoughts on BTS, me personally, if you have any questions, I'll try to get to as much as I can, and I'll get them out in a video. Hey guys, thanks so much. This was seriously, man. I don't know. I'm feeling so many emotions right now. So yeah, I'm going to cut this off, and I think I'm going to go watch it again, man. Gosh, I'm feeling emotional about it. All right, guys, this is Tommy Mars. I will see you next time.